अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल
ओम नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यः। हरिः ओम नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यः। उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धाम दाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्यां जागर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् अद्राक्षम् अक्षीणदयानिधानम् आचार्यमाद्यं वटमूलभागे मौनेन मन्दस्मितभूषितेन महर्षिलोकस्य तमोनुदन्तं विद्राविताशेषतमोगणेन मुद्राविशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्य मायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महांस्तत्त्वमसीति बोधं ममाद्य देवो वटमूलवासीं कृपाविशेषात्कृतसन्निधानः ओंकाररूपाम् उपदिश्य विद्याम् आविद्यगध्वान्तम् अपाकरोतु। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिनें व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अपार सच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तं गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि। करुणापूर्णसुधाब्धे कबलितघनविश्वरूपकिरणावल्याम् अरुणाचलपरमात्मन् अरुणो भव चित्तकञ्जसुविकासाय त्वयि अरुणाचल सर्वं भूत्वा स्थित्वा प्रलीनमेतच्चित्रम् हृद्यहमित्यात्मतया नृत्यसि भोः ते वदन्ति हृदयं नाम अहमिति कुत आयातीत्यन्विष्यान्तः प्रविष्टयात्यमलधियाम् अवगम्य स्वं रूपं शाम्यत्यरुणाचलत्वयि नदीवाप्तौ त्यक्त्वा विषयं बाह्यं रुद्धप्राणेन रुद्धमनसान्तस्त्वां ध्यायन् पश्यति योगी दीधितिम् अरुणाचलत्वयि महीयं ते त्वय्यर्पितमनसा त्वां पश्यन् सर्वं तवाकृतितयां सततं भजते अनन्यप्रीत्या सजयत्यरुणाचलत्वयि सुखे मग्नः। हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रं ह्यहमहमिति साक्षात् आत्मरूपेण भाति हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वतामज्जता वां पवनचलनरोधादात्मनिष्ठो भवत्वं वेदान्तशैलजनदीरमणीयरूपा निर्वाणनिस्तुलरसायनबोधधारां संसारजातसकलामयदोषहन्त्री जीयादियं च रमणेश्वरवाक्सवित्री सदाशिवसमुद्भूतशुद्धज्ञानैकरूपिणीं रमणाचार्यसम्पूर्णां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। अन्तश्चैतन्यरूपेण गुरुरूपेण यो बहिः भासते शुद्धबोधं तं देशिकं रमणं भजे। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण स्वानुभूतिः समुज्ज्वलां तमीडेहं सदा शुद्धं रमणेशमहेश्वरम्। Yesterday we saw the 15th verse. Today we have no new visitors, so let us see whether we can drive the vehicle very fast. The last verse we were discussing about what? Past, present, future. Now, the present moment. nihaŕviணai paṭṛi yiṛappedirvu nihaṛkā. Vartamanam tad bhūtam bhavishyacca bhavatsvakāle tad vartamanasya vihāya tattvam हास्यान किम स्यात् गत भावि चर्चा विनैक संख्या गणनैव लोके. That's the sadarshana. So that is one way of bringing the mind to samadhi. In a way we can say every verse in Ulladu Narpadu is a method to bring the mind back to samadhi. Samahitam chet manah prashantam kim tasya karyam parishishtamasti. When the mind is in samadhi, what is there to be done? What is there to earn, to attain? So Bhagavata says, Parohi yogaha manasa samadhi. The supreme yoga is to bring the mind to samadhi. But the question remains, what is samadhi? Because people have spoken against and for that state. So naturally there are many misunderstandings or partial understandings. So there are many samadhis. Sometimes you chant a mantra, the mind will go into an ecstatic state. That is a samadhi. You have the vision of a form, divine form. The mind enters into an ecstatic state. That is bhava samadhi. In bhakti marga there are bhava samadhi. So many bhava samadhis are there. And bhakti itself is a bhava. But it will not stay. It will come and go. Generally they call trance. Sometimes certain people, they have that samskara to have trance. So it will come and go. But here what we mean by samadhi is Bhagavan says and Shankaracharya says, and that is Vedanta Jnanam, that is true yoga also, that samadhi means our real nature. Atma, samadhi atma. The state where there is no cloud. The state where there is no, Sureshwaracharya gives a beautiful example. It is not an, can we say it's an example? Analogy. It is not even an analogy. It is something like, say, dhuli, okay, upama, it is analogy. You can say upama, example. So, dhuli andhakara dhumabhra nirmukta gaganopamam. We have repeated it many times, many people have by-hearted it. So, dhuli is dust, andhakara is darkness, Dhuma is smoke, like a sky free of all these things. So the sky is not brought there. The disturbances are removed and sky is there, that space is there. Like that, when the thoughts are not there, samadhi is underneath. It is there. Samadhi is Atma. Samadhi is Swarupa. And Bhagavan tells in Gita, Esha Brahmi Sthitihi Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati. One who attains it no more gets deluded. Stitvasyam antakalepi. At least when you are old, before dropping the body, if you can regain that state. Brahma nirvana mrichyati. Your ego will be blown out. Your individual sense will be blown out in pure intelligence, in Brahman. So, samadhi is that shanti, that peace which is so natural. It is not an emotional state. It is the stillness of the self, the nishalatatve jivan mukti. So that nishalata, you can bring the mind through various prakriyas. And one prakriya which we spoke is time. Sometimes that is the only thing that you have to do. You bring it here and make it remain in the present moment. See, there are many methods. And the most well-known method in all religions is chanting the Nama. You see, these Christians also, they also chant. Islam also chant. Buddhism also they chant. And Sikh religion, Sardarjis, their Guru Granth Sahib, from the first page to the last page, I have the 4 volumes, it only contains that. Only Nama Mahatmya, Japa, Satsanga, Guru Bhakti, only that much, nothing else. And it's actually, most of the songs are collections from various saints. So it all contains the same thing. And why it is recommended so? Because lessen the mind, make the mind slow, let the process of thinking become slow. And too many thoughts are there, let it stick to one thought. And let it not be a sentence. Now vakyam, only padam, only one word. Hold on to it. And when that word happens, you are in the present moment. When that word happens, you are in the present moment. When the word happens, you are in the present moment. If it is a sentence, it will create some thoughts, some ideas. It will have a beginning and end. If it is Vishnu Sahasranamam, it will take about 25 minutes, then it will be over. So it has no end. You should have a constant, simple sadhana. And the sadhana should not have any beginning or end. And it should be only a reminder to bring your mind back home. That is this Nama sadhana or mantra sadhana. Alamba sadhana. That is the Upanishad calls it Alamba sadhana. Etad alambanam shreshtham. Etad alambanam param. Etad alambanam jnatva. Brahmaloke mahiyate. Yo yadichasi tasya tat. You learn this alambanam. You practice this alambanam, you will attain whatever you want. Yo yadichasi tasya tat. Because you have the method in your hand. You have trained yourself to bring the mind. you have something to hold, a simple thing to hold. That is why sometimes, when I say devotees, Bhagavan's devotees, I tell them chant something, Arunachala Shiva or Shiva Panchakshara, something is helpful. Then another point added is, it is Arunachala in Shabda Rupa. Shabda is also one form of Shiva. Just like fire, Shabda is also, Tyagaraja Swami sang about Shiva as Shabda. The word, what they call as the logos, the word in the Western mystics. So the Shabda Brahma, because Tyagaraja Swami sang about Shiva as Nadatanu. His body is Shabda. So you can chant any Nama so that you need, even if you are doing self-enquiry, Atma Vichara. Bhagavan said Arunachala's importance because some outer support is there for you, which can help remove the mind, remove distractions from the mind. And an atmosphere is given to you. So like that, you have Arunachala in the form of Shabda. That is why Bhagavan gave this Arunachala Shiva. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Just like Tiruvachakam, which starts with Namah Shivaya, Bhagavan started his Aksharamanamala with Arunachalam. That was his mantra. That is the Bija mantra of Bhagavan. So that Arunachalam yana ahame nihaṛpavar. Arivarun adan porul. Even though I was not aware of what it meant, it gave me a realization. Later on, somebody told it is Tiruvannamalai, but Arivinai Maruluruttu. That was a wrong information, Bhagavan says. Because it means the self. It is the Atma inside me, not any place. It is not a Nadu or Nadu. It is not a Nadu. It is the Atma inside me. It is my Swarupa. Otherwise, the teaching, the philosophy will lose its ground. So, it is the real self inside me. So, is there no importance for the outside place? Outside places, it's important just like this Shabda, this Nama also. But if your prarabdha will not permit you to stay in Tiruvannamalai or see Arunachala, you have the Shabda Brahma. And what is the purpose of this Shabda Brahma? Constantly remind you what you are seeking, what you are searching. It is not a technique. It is pure yoga mysticism to bring the mind back to the Nishala Tattva, to silence. So that is one thing. பெயர் நினைத்திடவே பிடித்திழுத்தனை. The moment I recollected your Nama, the mind which was wandering about in the world was brought back. What glory is there in that Nama? Un perumayar arivar Arunachala. Perumai means glory. So, this is the essence of the last song, where you are again and again bringing the mind to the now. You can depend upon a place and bring the mind to the now. Sometimes you go to Bhagavan Samadhi. People used to say, you can keep the mind quiet, as we said now, wherever you are. But sometimes outside help is needed. This outside help makes your mind go to that state. But the outside place you cannot depend always, because your prarabdha might not allow you to stay there, or the place might change. All these things are there. So, utilize the opportunity that is given to you to get stabilized in the self, not depending too much upon the other supports. Because those supports are all there now, we do not know about what will happen tomorrow. So now you have to utilize them to get stabilized in the real place, sthanam, real space inside. So that is bringing the mind to samadhi. Okay, so the 16th verse, not even one run. We have not even started. So, it's the 16th verse. We will listen. Unara nindra porul namandri naaledu nadedu nadum kal namudambel naal nattul nam paduvam namudambo நாம் இன்றென்றும் ஒன்று நாடிங்கெங்கும் ஒன்றாம் நாம் உண்டு நாள் நாடில் நாம். This song we used to make fun. If one teeth is shaky, it will fall. If you chant this verse, இன்றென்றும் ஒன்று. So not easy for those who do not know Tamil. They will have to make some circus. So, nadum kal, when you do the search, when you do the quest, when you do vichara, something is very evident, self-evident. பொருள் நாம் அன்றி நாளேது நாடேது நாம் அன்றி நாளேது நாடேது. It's a very powerful statement which Bhagavan says. In the last song we spoke about naal. Naal means day, and day represents time. So time is there only when I am. In me, time appears and disappears. When the mind is operating, time is there. Time is called Khanda Samvit. Samvit is consciousness, and when consciousness is cut by thoughts, it becomes time. Otherwise, no time. It's infinity only. Deep sleep, you see, if only one single thought, then also no time. And Yoga Sutra says deep sleep is a single thought. According to yogis, it is like that. Abhava pratyayalambana vrittihi nidra. It is also a vritti, but abhava pratyayalambana vrittihi. A thought which is constantly giving you the feeling of non-existence. A covering. Nothing is known. And time is not there. And space also is not there. You don't know where you are. Sometimes people stand and sleep in a bus or train. They do not know where they are. No time, no space. Naaledu, nadedu. The moment I land back in this physical body, naal nattul nam paduvam. We get trapped in time and space. This day, that day, all these things are great tension. See, the more and more you become spiritually tuned, any special day will look as strenuous to you. Because you have found the joy of daily living, every day same, wake up in the morning, do all this, your anushtana, very peaceful, quiet. Suddenly somebody says today is Janmashtami. Shivaratri is a great tension, people, because you have, every day you want to sleep at right time, wake up at morning, early morning. Now they say don't sleep. And you keep yourself awake whole night somehow, and the morning sleep. And even if you hold on to the vratam, daytime also don't sleep, no anushtana happens. This is a common problem which many spiritual people say about these special days, special puja. And many saints, they have said all these special anushtanas are for the worldly people, those who always indulge in worldly things, to wean them from there, something is kept. But for spiritual people, they will go down. Kayyariya makkalodu kadalarum undadi, as Muruganar says in his Tiruvambavai, he says, when spiritual people get mixed up with the so-called worldly people and their devotion, spiritual people lose their spirituality. Because Ten, Madhu, all these things he says, every day they are having very disciplined life. A special day comes, Shidai, Muruk, all sweets, payasam, everything. Eat well, no meditation, no japam, nothing. And one Muslim devotee was saying that fasting period full of disease. Because after evening they start eating. He was complaining that. And one doctor, he was saying all problems comes that time. That is kept so that people will have disciplined food, not taking any food fully. If it is able to hold, then it's okay. But worldly people, they will manage everything. Ekadashi means don't eat rice but eat everything else. Ramakrishna used to say, he every day used to take that millet kanji. One day he said, today I want to observe Ekadashi. Ekadashi of one devotee, he was called captain. I want captain's Ekadashi because that Ekadashi is very rich. One Brahmin in Kerala, he said, our house became poor. Poverty came to us because my father was doing every 15 days Ekadashi. Very rich, very costly. So, Bhagavan's life, there was no speciality. First you bring the mind from some special day. Instead of that, every day. Nityanushtanam. That is a great subject. Nityanushtanam. Everyday life is more important than something you do on some special occasion. Then we will have the question, so all these things are wrong? No, they are all needed for those who are otherwise not engaged in these things. For them, such things are all needed. But for a spiritual person, what is most important is Nitya Anushtan. Every day. And then narrow down from there. apratibodham, every moment. Not some 1 hour, 2 hour meditation. And after that you wake up, got enlightenment, back pain. Because I was sitting still, stiff. No. Tasyaham sulabhav partha nityayuktasya yogina. Krishna says, I am very easy to get to him who knows the knack of recollecting constantly. Then should I give up all my work? No. Do your work and recollect me. Mamanusmarayudhyacha. You can see this in Bhagavan's life. From morning to night he is available. He goes to kitchen, he helps in cooking, he sits with everyone for food, breakfast, everything is available. You will be sitting there. But Kohen says about Bhagavan, there was no time that I found that he was not in samadhi. There was always a state of samadhi in him. That is Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi is not that body, that tonsured head, or that kaupinam, or that danda, or nothing. That's all outer things. The real Ramana Maharshi, generally I used to say, if Bhagavan would have is wearing pant or shirt also, he is Bhagavan only. If he is wearing kashayam also, he is Bhagavan only. If he is having a big beard and hair, then also he is Bhagavan only. Bhagavan is not that physical form. The real Bhagavan is that samadhi, that maunam, that inner thing which was really he. Aurobindo said, you cannot find a great person by what he is doing, by what he writes, but what he speaks, by what he eats. His greatness lies in him, what he is in himself. And what is in Bhagavan is Bhagavan. That is the maunam, that is the silence. That is what Bhagavan also said. Bhagavan, who are you? That Amritanatha Yatindra, a great yogi, asked Bhagavan, Ramana Bhagavan. In Malayalam he wrote a song, Hariyo Shivaguru Yativaranu Arivanuru Kutukam Mama Hridaye Guru Mahima. Are you Hari, Vishnu, or Shiva or Shiva Guru, Subramanya, or you are just a great ascetic, Yativaranu, Arivanuru Kutukam Mama. I want to know Guru Mahima, your profundity, your real nature. And to him Bhagavan wrote, I am that self which is in Hari, which is in Brahma, which is in Vishnu, and which is in all beings. And if you want to know me, you have to know inside you, not by questioning me. You go plumb within and ask, who am I, and find who you are, then you will know who am I. Hariyadidara jivarad ahavari jaguhayil Arivayarami paramattumana runachala ramanan Parival ula muruganala paranarndidum guhayarnd arivam vili tiravai nijam arivayadu veliyam. Open the eye of knowledge, then you will know who you are, then you will know who I am. That is the only way. So, without this inner awareness, there is neither time nor space, no special day, no special time. All speciality creates the mind, activates the mind. Attachment activates the mind, aversion activates the mind, anything special activates the mind. So, certain points that we have to know is about this nitya, everyday, daily life. And every moment is a chance to bring the mind to samadhi. Don't wait for morning meditation time, evening meditation time, afternoon. No. The moment you are aware, that is why they recommended this Nama Japa. Because when should I do Nama Japa? Always. Even in sleep, let it go inside. Constantly. Bhagavan used to quote Namadeva and say, surrender, the Nama is always with you. And that japa means what? The self is constantly throbbing within. That is the japa. So people might think that I am going away from Vedanta and talking about Nama Japa. I am not talking about Nama Japa. I am talking about this process of bringing the mind to samadhi, to self. You need not do japa if you can constantly recollect the self. Pratibodha viditam matam. Every moment aware, bring it back to the self. Make it abide in the self. The moment you think about the body, you know the body is not me, it is not real. No mind. Nobody was so daring like Bhagavan to constantly declare this highest truth. And when somebody said, Bhagavan, you have that, you make the truth so simple. Bhagavan said, it is simple, I am not making it simple. And he said, you have that courage to do it. What is there in speaking about courage when the truth is there directly? You need courage to say a lie. What courage you need to say the truth? It is the truth, it is Satyam. So neither day nor night, the space where there is day or night, take me there, O Arunachala, he says in Aksharamana. Rappahalilla veruveli vittil ramittiduvom va Arunachala. Let me take delight in that Chidakasha, the infinite space where there is neither day nor night. The moment I land back in this body, all this time, space, everything comes. When I take my attention towards that the I am, in the paṭṭṟi Sanskrit enna? Kvabhadi dikkala kathavinasman dikkala lileha vapurvayam chet nakvabi bhamo na kadapi bhamaha vayam tu sarvatra sadacha bhama. Dikkala lileha vapurvayam chet. If we are the body, we get into this football of time and space. It starts playing with you. You get bound by time and space. Nakvapi bhamo na kadapi bhamaha vayam tu sarvatra sadacha bhamaha. The I am is always there. The experience of I is always there. We are of the same form of awareness here, there and everywhere. Past, present and future. Kwapi kadapi. Kwapi means everywhere, wherever. Kadapi means in whatever time, all space. This I am is there. In the waking state, in dream state, in deep sleep state, I am is there. Childhood, youth, old age, I am is there. You go to Vaikuntha, I am is there. You go to Kailasa, I am is there. Manaso javiyaha. The Shruti says the mind wanted to reach somewhere before the self. But the moment the mind reached there, it found the Atma is already there. Then the mind said, Atma is faster than me. No, Mantramate. अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयः नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् तद्धावतोऽन्यानत्येति तिष्ठत् तस्मिन्नपो मातरिश्वा दधाति. In running competition, it always supersedes everybody. Anyanatyeti tishtat. Anejad. But the mystery is it moves not. It is so still that it is faster than the mind. Na ejadi. No vibration. Not a single vibration, not a single movement, but mind finds that wherever it runs, before it could reach there, Atma is there. Yatra yatra manaha yati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Yatra yatra mano yati brahmanas tatra darshanam. Wherever the mind goes, it beholds Brahman there. So what is there to remove, wipe out? It is all Brahman. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. It is all the same Atman everywhere in all name and form and every thought, emotion, everything. That one stuff has become all these names and forms. That one substance has become everything. As dravya, jnana, kriya. We say there is dravya, object. It is not, it is the self. And we think there is a jnana about that dravya. That is also the self. And we think there are activities, action prompted by that. That is also the self. The moment you know dravya, jnana, kriya, brahma is removed. Trin swapnan dhunute munihi. The sage removes the dream of object. The sage erases the dream of thinking, emotions. And the sage removes the dream of dynamism, activity. So, neither time exists nor space exists. Nam indri naaledu nadedu nadum kal, when you inquire, nam udambel, if I am the body, naal natul nam paduvam, sorry, you get caught in time and space. Nam udambo, are we the body? Bhagavan is not saying I am not the body, he says, are we the body? Are you the body? Just inquire, is there a body? There also Bhagavan asked only question. Even the cancer was there. Bhagavan asked, Odambe iruko, is there the body? Nam ingu angu engum ondru. People have this illusion that by going somewhere you will get something. You are the same. Whether you are here, whether you are in Kerala, whether you are in America, whether you are any place you go, after sometimes you find the same person has come. Even mentally also, your same vasana, same desires. Somebody told Bhagavan, when we come to Tiruvannamalai, it is all very quiet, very peaceful. Bhagavan said, stay here, you will find the same after some time. Because you are carrying the same mind, same thing everywhere. New situation sometimes gives a shock so that the fellow will keep quiet. After that, when become familiar, the person's all mischief will start appearing, coming out. In that way also it is like that. So, wherever you go, Nam ingu angu engum ondru. But in the real meaning is, I am the self wherever I go. Whatever time. Indru andru endrum ondram. Today, past, future, everywhere I am the same. Only that exists. People will generally say, in our times, it was different. Ancient times, it was different. When I was a little boy, it was not like that. What is your age now? 17. Everybody says this. Very often he will say, Pandu. Pandu means very ancient times, olden times. What is Pandu? 2 years back. Somebody, when Swami Vivekananda was having a conversation, dialogue in America, he spoke about things that the Western world were undergoing, about many things. Then those who were there, Swami, what you were saying, all that happened about 500 years back. They said, what is 500 years in eternity, is it? After all, what is 500 years in eternity? Sometimes, remaining in that state, you sometimes find that there's thousands of years are like this. Padinayiram thousands, tens and thousands of years goes like a minute. So where is time, where is space? In samadhi, time, space goes. In sleep also it goes. When you are joyful, when you are peaceful, time goes. When your mind is caught in objects, boredom comes. You feel bored. Padartha vasanadaryam bandhayityabhidhiyate. Thinking all these objects are real, things are real, people are eternally debating about all this. Every day these media people will get some news. Speak about it, think about it, gossip about it. And they all see and speak about these things as if it is the reality. This is bandha, this is bondage. You have to remove your own illusion. Your own life is only a cartoon show. Then you can enjoy all these things. Bhagavan also used to read newspaper every day. They will bring the Hindu paper and Bhagavan will go through it. World war was happening. He will not speak about these things, but he will go through it. Because they enjoyed, some entertainment is needed. Every day they used to speak about Socrates, that he used to go to market and come back without buying anything. And somebody asked, why you every day go and come out? I will go to every shop and stand there and find with joy that what all things I am staying without, what all things I am living happily. And people think all these things are needed. And like in the marketplace you live in the world, as a udasina, witness, is bazaar mein musafir. Kya tamasha ho raha hai. It's a great fun. Is a bazaar, marketplace, and you are just a wanderer here without any money. Just come here to watch, see. If you can remain like that, you will be a Jivan Mukta, a liberated being. You should not carry money in your pocket to buy anything. No karma, no vasana. Vasana is money. If you have vasana, you will buy something, you will sell something, then you will be busy. If you have neither anything to buy nor anything to sell, simply joy. When I was a child, about 3 years or 4 years, there was a school nearby. I cannot tell the whole story. From my house, they will put me inside the school. So go to every class and disturb every teacher and every child. And one teacher told me, you are not of age, now you have not reached, at least you should be 4 or 5 years old, you go home. So you are not there to study. You have not joined the school. So you have freedom to disturb everybody. So too, a liberated being is a disturbance to worldly people. Krishna says, better be compassionate, don't disturb. Let them have na buddhibedam janayed ajnanam karma sanginam. Joshayet sarva karmani vidwan yukta samacharan. You go everywhere. Don't disturb. I heard somewhere Krishnamurti's words, mountain path, somewhere where he says, a man who has seen light is a walking danger to all. So, நாம் இன்றி நாளேது நாடேது நாடும் கால் நாம் உடம்பேல் நான் நாட்டுள் நாம் படுவம் நாம் உடம்போ நாம் இங்கங்கெங்கும் ஒன்று நான் இன்று அன்று என்றும் ஒன்று நாடு இங்கு அங்கு எங்கும் ஒன்றாம். All நாடு, all space is same everywhere, all time is same. Today or then, at all times, we are the same and always the changeless one. In every place, here, there or everywhere, we are one. Naadu, ingu, angu, yengum, ondral, naam undu. Everywhere, the self is same. Nal, naadu, il, naam. In the real I, in the self, there is neither time nor space. So more and more you move towards the center and touch the self. Then you understand that all time is same, all space is same, all people are same, all creatures are same. Because all the creatures, all the beings are there in the self, and the self is there in all the beings. Yasmin sarvani bhutani Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani eva anupashyati. Sarva bhuteshu cha atmanam tato na vijugupsate. Then no speciality anywhere, no trying to protect oneself, nothing. So it has been already established that existence is experienced as I am, or the real implied essence of I is pure Sat, existence. Time and space are born when the awareness I identifies with the illusory body-mind. When we sleep, the mind dissolves, and along with the mind, the body and the world also disappear. When the mind dissolves, place and time both disappear. Without the body, adjunct time and space will not be perceived. Now, are we the body? The awareness I am shines in us at all times without any change. This awareness is untouched by the body. This I am has been the awareness that illumined the stages of the body, childhood, youth and old age. It lies behind all the states of waking, dream and deep sleep. However, that awareness is not a state. It is the eternal, constant reality. The states belong to the field of the known, the Prakriti. They change constantly. Here, there, now, then, all these expressions indicate different stages and states. When I identify only with the body, I will be affected by differences of place such as Arunachala or Haridwar or Chennai or some Bangalore or New York or Dubai. You can say all these places. But night or day or any place, the awareness I shines radiantly as the eternal, constant experience. Another song of Bhagavan is written in the commentary. Perhaps this is a former version of the same verse. நாமன்றி நாளேது நாம் நம்மை நாடாது நாம் உடலென்று எண்ணில் நம்மை நாடு உண்ணும். If we consider ourselves as the body, time will swallow us. We know, every day time is swallowing our life. Namudambo, are we the body? நாம் இன்று சென்றவாறு நாள் என்றும் ஒன்றானதால் நாம் உண்டு நாள் உண்ட நாம். If we realize our real nature, நாம் உண்டு, the self remains. Otherwise, the time is eternal, I come and go. Time is eternal, I come and go. But when I know who I am, the inner one swallows time and space. Kabalita jagadandaha pindamadhye shayana. The verse which every day we chant. There is a being, inner being, who swallows the jagat, the universe. Kabalita jagadandaha pindamadhye shayana. So time as a limitation has no existence without the awareness I am. Does time exist apart from our beingness? If we fail to investigate ourselves and misapprehend the body as the self, time will certainly devour us. If we misapprehend the body as the self, time will eat us. Death is a great eater and teacher of humanity. DEATH. Divine eater and teacher of humanity. He will eat you, but if you surrender to him, he will teach you that you are deathless. You are the immortal. So time as present, past and future will be no more. I am alone will remain as one eternal existence. When extroverted, time devours the mind, and when mind rests in the self, it devours time. It swallows time. While simply sitting, one gets bored. But is there any boredom in sleep? Even if it is for 10 hours, in that state we are doing nothing. There is no entertainment, nothing to talk, nothing to think or see. So even this boredom is a mysterious phenomenon. It too hints at our inherent nature. Somewhere in the depths of our being lies the experience that we are beyond time. Somewhere we all know it. So when we are limited by time, we get frustrated. That is why you want to feel timelessness by seeing a film or by hearing a music or by talking, involving something. Somehow you don't want to feel time. That is why we get bored. See, actually the boredom is mumukshutva. When the boredom becomes burning, blazing fire, you get bored with everything. You get bored with your own I, your own ego, your own body, your own life, everything. Then you bore deep to find water there. It's real bore, you will bore well. you will create a bore well by boring well. Then you will have no more boredom because your mind will touch the waters of existence, the sacred water, tirtha. So, but we don't know the technique to eat up the time-space stuff and be finished with it. We do it regularly in sleep. Are we conscious of time or space in sleep? No. Thus, by abiding in the self consciously, we can swallow time and it will be the most sumptuous food. Never will we feel hungry again. We have no anxiety, no boredom or other disturbance in samadhi, in sleep. When the mind is quiet, nishala. There we strip of the mind and stay naked as the timeless being. So to consciously still the mind and know here and now the infinite, the whole, the Purna, Brahma. So this is the 16th verse. I thought about going 2-3 verses, but it did not happen. Okay, it's all. We are destined to be in bullock cart, not flight. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva, tato na vachyam mama kinchitasti. Yatha taveshtam kurumam tathaiva, tvamatmanatham ramanam bhaja.